Hello, and welcome to a Sci-fi Author Reads, and hopefully your escape from your locked down world, even if only for a short while. Today I will be reading from the first chapter of Awakening, Book 1 of Petra's story, which follows 15-year-old Petra Connell, a girl with no memories of her childhood, as she tries to discover who she is. But first she has to survive her first days at school, a real school, outside of the hospital she woke up in after a 3-year coma. I've chosen this as my first reading because it's a really short chapter, and this is incredibly nerve-wracking for me. So I wanted to try it out with something a bit easier to try and get some confidence. You can see how I'm slipping already. Before I begin, there's just a couple of things to point out. This isn't really a child's book, so don't get comfortable with your 8-year-old. There will be bad language, sexual references and violence, so if you feel the need to get justifiably outraged afterwards, then tough. I've already warned you. Also, if I put my fingers to my head like this, then the dialogue is being thought, not spoken. It's obvious when you read the words, but not necessarily as you listen. Finally, if you'd like to hear more, then subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell thing, to get notified when I upload more content. You can also download the books from the links in the header. Awakening is free, as well as The Archer's Paradox, the other book I'll be reading from. So, let's begin. Prologue. The date is the 31st of October 1966. Can you tell me your name? The woman asked the girl in the bed in a thick German accent. I don't know. The girl's voice was tiny, feeble, almost inaudible, and cracked in her throat from disuse. The woman leaned closer to hear the girl's reply. The bed was partially raised to bring the girl into a sitting position, with pillows wedged around her severely atrophied body to prevent it from flopping over to one side. The woman put a tube between the girl's lips and squeezed the plastic bottle so water trickled into her mouth to lubricate her throat. You are Petra Connell, the girl thought. The thought was in her head, but it wasn't her voice. I think my name is Petra, the girl suggested uncertainly. Petra Connell, she added hesitantly, her French accent becoming more distinct, belying the Irish root of her name. Good. Well done. You owe me a life, Petra Connell. My life. I'm going to have some fun taking my revenge on you, little girl. Then when I've finished with you, I'm going to kill you and everyone around you. She heard the malicious thoughts. She understood the words, but she did not comprehend them or have the ability to react to them. They disappeared from her memory like smoke in a breeze, almost as soon as she had thought them. Are you sure? The woman asked carefully, sitting back so the girl could see her and raising a surprised eyebrow. Yes, my name is Petra Connell, the girl responded more confidently. Who am I? She asked. What do you remember? The woman asked in return, skirting around the question and watching the girl intently. Black, she said immediately. I remember black, then sound, then light, then I woke up. Who am I? The girl asked again. Who do you think you are? The woman reflected the question back at her. You're a little whore. The voice in her bed snarled malevolently. You're my little whore, and I'm going to make you and everyone responsible suffer before you die, the voice threatened. And I'm going to make you watch. A girl? The girl suggested, uncertain about what sort of response was required. Yes. You are a girl, the woman affirmed. Where am I? The girl's eyes flickered around the room as if noticing it for the first time. You're in a special hospital, the woman answered, beckoning a man in who had appeared at the door of the room. You've been very sick, and you've woken up after a very long sleep. Oh, the girl responded. It was not really an exclamation of surprise, just an acknowledgement of the woman's explanation, which she contemplated for a few moments. How long have I been asleep? She asked. Over 3 years, the woman said. Do you know who I am? No. The girl tried to shake her head, an automatic response when answering a question in the negative, but her muscles could not cooperate. She felt numb and devoid of any emotions, but she still did not have the vocabulary or the frame of reference to recognize or name her condition, other than having a vague sensation that something was missing. I am Elke, the woman said, pointing to herself, and my husband is called Heinrich. She added, indicated the man who now stood silently next to her, with a hand on her shoulder. We are your friends. We're going to look after you and make you better. I can't move, the girl said, as if she had just realized that she had a body and she was trying it out. No, the man spoke for the first time, also with heavy German inflections. You are still very weak after your long sleep. You have been here for a long time, and you will be here for even longer. While you get better, we will look after you for as long as you live. Promise? The girl asked. We promise,